Hey, welcome to Shop Talk with Cassandra Renee. With me is my co-host, Kevin Eaton.
Good morning, Baltimore. Good to be back. I'm glad everybody had a nice week and everything, and it's good to be back in the studio with you, Cuzzo. How was your week?
It's been great. It's been busy.
Pretty busy,
Oh
huh?
my gosh, clients are just calling and wanting appointments. This is great.
Yeah, I know you've been busy because I've been going back and forth on the website, and I've seen all the work that you've done on the website, and it is really a beautiful website that you put together for the Shop Talk with Cassandra Renee show.
Thank you so much because I don't have any technical experience. So it probably took me 3 times longer than it really should have. But please, please, please visit the website and sign our guest book, talkwithcassandra.com.
Yes, I mean, when I went on there, every time I go on our website, it looks like you've done a little bit more to it and everything, and it's really entertaining. You know, you have some things in there with Janet Jackson and different things like that.
My idol, I love Janet Jackson, okay?
Good work.
So if anyone knows Janet Jackson, please ask her to stop by and holla.
Good. And our topic today?
We have, what is going on in the background there? We have, oh my goodness, do we have topics for you today? But first, I'd like to introduce, Kevin is going to be starting his very own special segment
Yay.
going forward. So Kevin, tell us about your segment.
Well, our segment for on the show, we're going to call it Show You Right.
Show You Rite.
Yeah, so we're going to be touching up on some issues and some subjects that, when you listen to us and then call in and talk with us, you can be, hey, okay, show you right.
Show you right.
So, stay tuned to our show and everything and get on the phone and call in because we're going to have our phone lines open today.
So Kevin, start on your show.
Alrighty then.
Right.
So Show You Right. So Show You Right. School is about to start. We're about to go back to school. And, I worked in the school system in Los Angeles and in Baltimore and in total about 10 years. And basically, this part of the Show You Right part of the show is that, I want to put a little emphasis on our parent-teacher relationships. A lot of times, we send our kids out to school and we think, we just send them out to school and everything's going to be all right and everything. But times have changed. Times have changed now. And, when our parents get involved with the school and, make themselves present, it does make a big difference when it comes down to the students in the schools noticing it, And so what I would like to really put out there is for our parents, I know parents are working and stuff like that, but try to take a day and visit your child's school. Just pop up unannounced, and just see how your child is going through school, the class that they have, and meet their teacher. And, I like to really put in, into your brains to get a personal relationship with your child's teacher. Get your child's teacher's telephone number. There are a lot of teachers that have emails now because what I found is that the parents will come up to the school after the child has gotten in trouble. And by the time the child has gotten in trouble, it's like almost too late now. Now they have to see the principal to get them out of trouble. When a good parent-teacher relationship can really cut off a lot of these things down the road that may happen because you're in constant contact with the teacher, and you can find out what's going on with your child, on a nice periodic basis instead of waiting to the end and you not knowing your kid has failed. I've seen so many parents come to school at the end of the school year not knowing that their child has failed school because they have not once taken time to actually contact the teachers and the school during the school year. And at the end of the school year, when they fail, it's too late.
Yeah.
So that's the Show You Right moment.
Show You Right.
Parent-teacher's relationship. Parents, let's try to get a telephone number or email on, on the teachers of your students and take a day. Parents are working and stuff like that. We have sick days, vacation days and stuff like that. Take a day and go to the school and unannounced, and just go in there and go into the office, meet the principals and everything, because when the parents come to school, they are respected by the school, and see what's going on with your child.
Hey, we have Miss B on the line with us. Hi, Miss B.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss B.
So what did you think of Kevin's Show You Right segment?
I love it. I really appreciate you talking about that because myself being an instructor, cosmetology instructor, it really makes a difference when you see a parent that's concerned. And all that is actually telling the teacher is you're concerned about the well-being of your children learning.
Yes.
So if
Mm-hmm. Yep, and also it makes a difference with the students too. I mean, not just your child, but the other children too. You know what I'm saying? Your child's friends too, because they see that you're coming up there and everything, and they know you also as like their auntie or something like that. So it makes a difference. Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a very good point, especially with school getting ready to get started
Oh yeah.
and start on a good step.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eh,
Relationships because it does make a difference.
yes. Yes. And one thing my cousin had brought to my attention, it's back to school time, but hey, everybody doesn't have kids.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have kids. But when it comes down to school time, even people that don't have kids can really make a difference. If you don't have kids, you live near school. So, just kind of keep an eye out on the students as they come, going to school in the morning and leaving school in the evening. So even though you don't have any kids yourself, I mean, they walk by your house when they're going to and from school. So just let them see you so they know that there's somebody there watching, and that will cut down on a lot of fights and stuff like that. So even people that don't have children that are actually school age can make a big dent in when it comes down to the safety of our students.
Mm-hmm.
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 I can tell you if a child sees a person in the yard and they say, "Hey, how was your day today?"
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
They know that's like the community being in.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to continue on with the main subject of our show today. And I actually made the decision to tackle this subject matter at the last minute.
Okay.
And last night, some of you may have seen the interview with Oprah Winfrey and Rihanna. And also, we've been following Chad Johnson and his wife, Evelyn Lozada. And it came to my mind, why don't we discuss domestic violence?
Uh-oh. Put
Today.
your gloves on.
Oh, yeah, it's a very, very touchy subject, but so many people are being affected by this, and so many people are suffering in silence, and I'd like to take this moment to please beg you, please get help. You may think that you're okay, you may feel okay now, but if you do not seek help, it will affect you later, and it will affect your children, especially if they witness such abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of go into the Chad Johnson and the Evelyn situation, for those of you who may not know, he's actually accused of headbutting her during an argument because she allegedly found a condom receipt in the trunk of his car, and an argument ensued, and he apparently headbutted her. And as a result, he was dropped from the Miami Dolphins football team. And also, which was also brought to light, the public eye, was Rihanna and Chris Brown. That whole situation back in 2009. Rihanna actually had an interview with Oprah last night, and it says, in a tear-filled interview with Oprah, Rihanna revealed she's wholeheartedly forgiven Chris Brown. Rihanna has officially let go of her anger towards Chris Brown in an interview with Oprah on August 19th. The 24-year-old singer cried to Oprah and told her that she's found it in herself to forgive Chris for physically abusing her in 2009. I have forgiven him. It's taken a long time, Rihanna told Oprah during their interview on Oprah's Next Chapter. Rihanna went on to say she's happier now that she's forgiven him. I was in a dark place, and it was coming out in my music, in my clothes, in my attitude. I didn't like that feeling. It was heavy. However, it wasn't until Rihanna forgave her own father for physically abusing her mother that she was able to forgive Chris Brown.
So she grew up with that, huh?
She grew up in that atmosphere. And oftentimes you find that, but, I'm sorry, Ms. B, let me finish this, and I'm going to let you jump in. She says, I felt like the only person they hate right now, I guess as far as the public, she says, it was very confusing space to be in, because as angry as I was, angry, hurt, betrayed, I just felt like he made that mistake because he needed help. And who's going to help him? Nobody's going to say he needs help. Everybody's going to say he's a monster without looking at the source. I was more concerned about him. Your comment, Miss B?
Well, I always remember hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very true statement. There's no telling what happened in Chris Brown's life either. In his childhood, he possibly felt it.
Yeah, I think his father abused his mom. Yes.
Yeah. So, it's a cycle that has to be broken.
It has to be broken before somebody lose their life. Yeah. Yeah, because it could be a very physical, a serious situation when it comes down to domestic violence. Because a lot of people act off of rage.
Exactly, they lose control.
Yeah.
And the college ex-girlfriend of Chad Johnson wants to talk to Evelyn because he allegedly abused her back in 2000. It says 12 years later, on August 11th, 2012, he's allegedly accused of headbutting Lazada. And these are two women who have come forward.
Right.
So many victims do not come forward because of embarrassment, because of fear.
Yeah.
And also there are men that are abused.
Yes.
There you go, Miss B. Hey, you hit the nail on the head right there.
There's women and men.
There you go.
Yes.
Men don't talk about it because they don't want to look like a wimp.
Right.
Yes.
But,
Right.
women abuse men.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing to see.
Yeah. That's like I was telling my cousin. I mean, a man can be abused without the woman actually physically hitting on him. She said, man let a woman hit on him? Not necessarily, but a woman can do things like make false accusations and call the police on a man and have him locked up and all kind of stuff. And that's all abuse. I mean, she's not physically hitting him, but she is using powers to abuse him. Yeah, So.
Yeah, there are different forms of abuse, and a lot of times people feel that, oh, well, he or she isn't hitting on me, so I can't be abused. Not necessarily.